Hi, welcome to today's Talk of the Town. I'm Sandy Benson, back to continue the conversation from last month. Marketing guru John Ontal of nichemarketmedia.net, a WHHI-TV news partner, shares 100 ways to drive traffic to your website. 100.
100.
Let's recap a little bit from last month.
Sure. What we talked about last month was when you could get many people in your industry and ask them a question. So ask them, what the top 3 things they might put in a home entertainment system or a home theater room. And so if you've got industry experts that you buy from,
right,
that are in your sphere that don't compete with you, maybe they're your suppliers, but they have much bigger followings, bigger brands, and you can get them and you ask them a question and ask them like, hey, what are their top 3 things blank, that you could use their product or service for. And then you get all this content that you don't have to write.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, and then you can tag them on. So that was the big thing. That was a big one from last time. But you can tag them and put all their Facebook and all their Twitter and all their social profiles in that and tag them as well. And now you've got a massive post that's going to gain some traction.
And you said the blog post should be extremely large.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, if it's 18 to 2,000 words, there's been so much research that those are the ones that are shared the most.
Wow.
It's not the little, and they all can't be epic. You can't write every blog post that's epic. You just don't have time. And then really you've got to, after you write it, you've got to promote it. It's almost like a 80-20 rule. However long it takes you to write it, you should spend about 80% more time promoting it.
Wow. Yeah. And what are some ways to promote it?
Yeah, great question. One of the ones that should be used by so many people, everybody, even if they don't have like a MailChimp or any kind of platform like that to send out mails, everybody knows people that they can email it to. If you do have an email list, you should absolutely send out your last handful of posts. It's free. Hey, this is what we're doing at blank business, thought you might be interested, and you hit send. If you have it in a MailChimp or anything like that, it should be so simple to do, and then your post goes out to however big your list is. If it's 100, if it's 1,000, some people have 10,000 person list.
And then I guess the hope would be that it would become almost one of those things where it starts and it keeps going.
Yes, if it's awesome.
One person sends it to the other, forwards to another, someone of interest, somebody who would be interested in that topic.
Yes, and a lot of businesses think that, gosh, I don't want to bother people on my list. Listen, if you have their email list, pretty sure that they're going to want to hear from you. And if they don't, if they can unsubscribe, and that is okay. Yeah. So people, I'm on marketing lists. I get emailed sometimes once a day.
Yeah.
And
me too.
And if I like the headline, that's another one. Right. You know what I mean? So if your headline is not great, that's one that just everybody should know.
You have to catch their eye.
You got to catch their eye, and you got to pull them in. And so if it's that good, they'll open it. If not, hey, I know that maybe I'm not interested in 4 of those 5, but there might be one that really grabs my attention. So people should use their email list first and foremost.
So what's another source of traffic businesses should take a look at?
Yep, sure. And once again, we want to play off people that are bigger than us. Okay, because they've got bigger followings. And sometimes, they have more resources financially, more staff resources to really build all these other platforms. And so how can we piggyback off their stuff? Doing a guest post or a guest article on their publication. It can be online or otherwise. So, and you don't even have to write a new one. You can repurpose it, change a headline, change the first couple paragraphs, and take that article and put it in their publication, online or otherwise. So it's called guest posting.
And so why is this so important?
Yeah. I read an article recently. There was a guy, and long story short, he can't move from here down. He got in a car wreck, paralyzed, but he can talk through this thing. And so what he did was he submitted his post to a blogging website online, and I think it got like 20,000 shares because he told a very long, heartfelt story about what he did and how he continues to make a living even though he can't do anything. And he was on like public assistance here. He moved out of the country and can talk through this and created a business. And he's like, if I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, isn't that incredible?
And so he was able to sell products because he got into their bigger
bigger pool of resource.
People. Yes.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
You coming back next month?
Always.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back with Talk of the Town.